How much your film changed the views of the cold case Hammarskjöld?
Well, what is very decisive and new in the area of Dag Hammarskjöld studies is that for a long time it was conventional wisdom that the South African link was probably fiction, that a sinister underground militia named the South African Maritime Research Institute did not exist, and the only member of that organization was a demonic, clownish figure named Keith Maxwell. But my film documents that there were more members of SIMAR, and that the organization was in fact something very dark and very real. There are still a lot of questions which needs to be answered, but that is new.
Did you have some problems because of your directing this movie and this topic?
What do you mean problems?
Problems with phone calls, with...
No, I would say most of the men who are in the know about what happened with Dag Hammarskjöld, they are either dead or very old. And of course there's also a saying which is that evil men has a lot of problems, and I presume that I am pretty far down the list.
Establishment didn't like Hammarskjöld. Why? Can you explain this?
Well, Hammarskjöld thought it necessary for the UN to be very active in supporting and defending newly decolonized countries against the old colonial powers. And he was heavily involved in decolonizing Africa and traveled extensively throughout Africa during his reign as UN Secretary General. And this made him a thorn in the side of the old colonial powers. Harold Macmillan, the former Prime Minister in the UK, called Hammarskjöld, quote, a threat to Western civilization. And de Gaulle, the French president, wouldn't even meet and talk with Hammarskjöld because he disliked him, or hated his guts, basically. And he was not Mr. Popular with the old colonial powers. It was a bit like, Murder in the Orient Express. Everyone had a motive for wanting him dead.
Did you work on new project? Can you tell us something about your new project, maybe?
I am almost done shooting my next film, but I cannot tell you anything about it. It's very secretive.
Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy the festival, enjoy the Belgrade.
Thank you, sir.
Met Brügger reed filmen ergens in de slučaj Hammarskjöld.